Hello friends, welcome back to Newton's Club and to the second part of our series on the production department. In the previous video, we explored the history of manufacturing from everything manual to everything smart. We also covered organizational structures within the production department, including employee divisions and their primary roles. We gained a basic understanding of the production processes, focusing on four critical aspects: raw materials, people, machines, and time. Additionally, we introduced the concepts of efficiencies into which we'll dive deeper in this particular video. We'll also discuss the various activities that occur within the production department in this video. So let's get started. So we have mentioned that there are three types of efficiencies, right? Runtime percentage, capacity utilization, and good quality percentage. It is fundamentally very important to understand this, as more than 90% of the activities that go on inside the production department will fall into creating or improving one among these three efficiencies. So let's understand them one by one in a critical sense. Runtime percentage. This measures how often the machine is running compared to how often it should be running. Basically, while operating large machines, issues and failures are bound to happen, and often production must be halted to address these failures. And what happens when machine stops? We simply lose valuable time. For instance, if a machine is planned to run for 20 hours a day but stops for an additional 2 hours due to some issues, the time efficiency calculation would be 20 minus 2 is equal to 18 hours out of 20, resulting in a 90% efficiency. Every production team aims to maintain a high runtime percentage to maximize machine uptime and productivity. Now the capacity utilization. This shows how much the machine is producing compared to how much it could produce. Every machine has a specific capacity to produce within a given time frame, but how much of the capacity is being utilized is the real concern. For example, a steel manufacturing machine may have the capacity to produce 100,000 kg of steel in 24 hours. The production team strives to achieve the fullest output. But if the machine only produces 90,000 kilograms per day, it operates at 90% efficiency, meaning the company isn't maximizing potential profits. Ensuring machine operates at full capacity 100% is crucial for profitability. And then we have good quality percentage. Achieving 100% capacity utilization sounds great. But what if 50,000 kilograms of the total steel production is of poor quality? This means the quality efficiency is 50%, which is detrimental to the profitability. Maintaining high quality production is essential for a company's success. Now these metrics have some specific technical terms. Runtime percentage is termed as availability, operational time divided by planned production time, 18 out of 20. And the difference between operational time and planned time arises due to: number one, unexpected breakdowns. They can be mechanical, like physical components of the machine might fail. They can be electrical, maybe issues in the power supply. They can be electronic, like some sensor malfunctioning, etc. And number two, we have setup and adjustment losses. These occur during product changeovers where a stoppage is required for machine calibration and setup. Now, capacity utilization of a machine is referred to as performance. Actual production rate divided by ideal production rate, 90,000 out of 100,000. And variance here occurs because of number one, reduced speed due to machine wear and tear or operational team limitations like skill and efficiency of the operators and many other factors. Number two, small stops, similar to breakdowns. Their impact is often very minimal and easily overlooked. And then we have good quality percentage, known as quality. Number of good products divided by total number of products that are produced, 50,000 out of 100,000. Some issues that create this difference include setup rejections during machine adjustments. For example, when switching from one product to another, initial outputs may not meet quality standards and are often rejected. And number two, production rejections from unnoticed operational errors. Errors that are not detected immediately during production but later affect product quality. Together, availability, performance, and quality form overall equipment effectiveness OEE. It is the multiple of these three metrics. For instance, if runtime percentage is 90%, capacity utilization is 90%, and good quality percentage is 90%, OEE overall equipment effectiveness would be 72.9%. Just to quote, world-class organizations generally achieve an OEE around 85%. Typical companies aim for about 60%, and if OEE falls to around 40%, it is considered as very low. Remember that we have mentioned that to consistently produce efficient and high quality products, attention must be focused on four critical aspects: raw materials, people, machine, and time. The amount of focus we put on these critical aspects define the OEE we get for the organization. For example, if raw materials are of poor quality, it affects the quality component of OEE. If machines are frequently breaking down, it impacts availability. If operators are not well trained, it can affect both performance and quality. Now, with this in mind, let's explore the various activities within a production department that involves managing raw materials, people, machines, and time. On a broader sense, they are about arranging materials, operating machines, keeping machines healthy, and interdepartmental communications. These include number one, checking pending orders to be produced. We need to check the internal ERP system for any pending orders, allowing us to plan for the next steps effectively. Number two, calculating the raw materials required for completing these orders. Orders can actually be grouped based on the product types, and we can calculate the raw materials required for each group. And then we have to procure raw materials. Based on the calculated requirements, raw materials needs to be sourced from suppliers and ordered accordingly. And after that, we have to receive the raw materials, store them, and conduct quality checks. Then we have sequencing or scheduling pending orders and creating production plans. Remember, sequencing is crucial to estimate production finish dates, communicate with customers, and enhance efficiency in specific production units. And then communicating the production plan to execution, packing, and logistics teams. This is to ensure everyone is aligned and prepared for the next steps. Now, most of the planning section's tasks are completed here, and the execution section's roles begin, like moving raw materials from storage to production unit, loading raw materials into the machine, preparing the machine for production commencement, setting machine parameters as per SOP, operating the machine while continuous monitoring, and upon completion of production, handling over produced goods to the next department. Now there are second set of activities that fall into a different category, like scheduling manpower for 24-hour production, checking machine health based on specific observation checklists, attending the breakdowns promptly and resolving issues, maintaining emergency space to minimize breakdown duration, performing preventive maintenance to prevent unexpected failures, developing technical plans to enhance machine performance and product quality, planning shutdowns for repairing or replacing significant equipment to improve machine performance, and many more activities beyond this. The first set of activities directly contribute to OEE, while the second focuses on improving OEE. Both sets involve raw materials, people, machines, and time. These activities are distributed among various roles in the production department: planning managers, execution managers, shift in charges, operators, helpers, and more. Now, we could actually continue endlessly as production is a vast field, but let's consider this a good starting point. We have provided an overview of what goes on inside a production department, and we hope you have found it informative. In the next video, we'll explore a new department, quality. Thank you for watching and have a great day.